Hello everybody, welcome back. This is Card Game Guru here today, and today we're back playing some Pioneer, the first time in a little bit. I like the format, I just wish there was some more support for it, and I've always been like sort of on the fence about the format in general, thinking that it's just kind of boring and grindy. I don't hate that aspect of it, but I liked it when I liked the format when it was in paper, and playing it online is not my favorite, but I don't hate it. So we're going to be playing some Pioneer today. What are we playing? We're playing 4-color Fires of Invention. So this card got banned in Standard. This card's an absurd magic card. Basically, 4 mana, you get to cast two spells for free every turn. You know what's good with Fires of Invention? Planeswalkers. So we're playing, how many Planeswalkers you got? 4, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14. 14 Planeswalkers in our deck? That's a good number of Planeswalkers. That's what, 25%? Okay. And then we got this card, Fae of Wishes, as well, right? So 4 mana lets you tutor your sideboard, and that's where we have all the spice. We have the Ruinous Ultimatum. We have the Inspired Ultimatum. And we have the Eerie Ultimatum. And we have a Karn's Temple Sundering, too. Just notice that. It's got the spice, right? Do we want to call this the spiciest deck of the week? I'm not sure. Depends on what the week brings us, right? So this deck is brought to you by Antroxen. Took it to a 4-2 finish in a Pioneer Challenge. With all that being said, as you guys know, I like to remind you to smash that thumbs up button if you like this content and want to see more. Remember to subscribe to the channel to see content like this on a daily basis. And let's jump right into a game. Hello, welcome back for game 1. And I do not believe we can keep this hand, right? We literally can't cast any spell. So let's go ahead and mulligan. We would like some colored mana. Ugh. This hand's not a whole lot better. I don't really want to go to 5. What are we putting on bottom? Teferi or Jace? Teferi, I like Jace more, I suppose. Not super close. Our opponent didn't reveal a companion, but they played an Inspiring Vantage. Is that Burn? Are they on vehicles, maybe? Sure. This Deafening Clarion's going to put some work in. Ugh. This is not looking so hot for us. Not looking too great. That's okay, though. Hopefully our opponent commits to this Deafening Clarion. Opponent down to 18. Okay. Heart of Quran. You know, that one does not do too well against Deafening Clarion, if we're being honest here. If we are being honest, I'll take 3, I suppose. 17. Do we play our own Heart of Quran here? Sacred Foundry? Yeah, I think we do. Just shock in the Foundry. Play Heart of Quran, pass turn. Our hand's still pretty weak. Would like to find a removal spell for the Heart of Quran, or maybe even like a Fires of Invention, because if I have to Deafening Clarion away a Toolcraft Exemplar, it's not going to feel too great. Blue Source would be great as well. I would accept a Blue Source. A non-Shockland Blue Source, preferably. Untapped. Ooh, Blood Titan Forster? Excuse me? Excuse me? I am very confused. I guess it makes an artifact for Toolcraft Exemplar, so it makes sense. We're going to take 7 here. That is so much damage. Holy cow, we're going to go to 8. We're going to go to 6, actually, because we're going to have to shock in this other Sacred Foundry. Maybe we shouldn't have played this Heart of Quran. Yeah, we probably shouldn't have. I don't think it's going to change a whole lot, though. Tapped Sacred Foundry from the opponent, that's fine. Another Deafening Clarion? Yikes-olas. Yikes-olas. 3 to each creature. Red, bunch of white. We haven't even showed our opponent what we're doing yet. Pass the turn. Don't have a creature here, please. Please, no creature. No whammy. Another Hearticron, please. Bone Crusher. That crew is a Hearticron. At least if they're casting it, they don't have a stomp. So they're not stomping us. So if they would have had a 2-mana creature, they could have stomped and killed us. So now we can no longer shock lands into play. Okay. Okay. That's no bueno. Do I show our opponent we're blue? No. No, I do not. We deafening Clarion here and hope they don't have a creature. Then if they don't have another creature, I'm fine with showing our opponent we're blue. But not until then. I don't want to influence their sideboard choices, is really what it comes down to. Concealed Courtyard tapped. Okay. Sorry about the train in the background. It's 60 degrees in December, so I have the windows open. So they just don't have anything here? Interesting. Now we're punished for not playing the Sulphur Falls. It's okay. We'll just play Sulphur Falls past turn. What do we have for sideboard possibilities? Nothing really, because we have a wish board. Makes sense. Opponent's gonna activate or sack their blood token. Sure. All kosher still here. Discarded a glass casket, huh? Now we can block the Hearticron if we need to. A little bit bummed that we didn't play the Sulphur Falls. Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered, I suppose. So I do think we want to cycle a Typhoon here. Right? Yeah. We could, like, ambush their Hearticron next turn, but I think I'd rather just smooth my draws. Maybe look for a Fires of Invention or a good Planeswalker to play. Are we dead here? My opponent's slow rolling the stomp? Could probably be doing that. Feels like they're doing that. Yep, okay, we're dead. What were we going to draw? Another Typhoon into a Detention Sphere? Well, that's kind of rough. Let's look at the sideboard. Maybe we're not all Wish. Maybe I'm missing something. We got like Rips. I don't really want Rip against our opponent. Do we want Gideon of the Trials? Yeah, I think I do. We already have one in the main deck. What would I cut? Like a Supreme Verdict. So we're basically just like mono creature removal spells plus some Planeswalkers. I think we should be fine in this matchup if we don't have to mold a 6 again. I think we can bring in Spyglass. No, I think just having 3 copies of it basically with Fae of Wishes is better. Let's go ahead and jump into the game. And let's see how we do without sideboarding here. Okay, we're back for game 2. I would like to play first. Holy cow. I'm not convinced there's any blue sources in the deck. Mulligan. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Mulligan. Wow. We're going to 4? I think we're going to 4. That is very unfortunate. Our opponent's on 6. Maybe there's a world where we can mulligan. They kept 6. We can't keep 5 here. We got to find some colored lands. Hey, I found them all. We're gonna keep Fumarole. I'm gonna keep Castle or Island. So I think we got to put either Fae back. So we're on 4. So is it just... I think we put Fae. Castle. Clifftop Retreat. Pass turn. We're still not out of this yet. I mean, we're not automatically dead here, right? So we kept the Wrath. Opponent didn't shock anything in, which that's good for us. Gives us time. That's all we're really looking for here. It's just time. Make our land drops and try to find the best cards here. Godless Shrine, untap this time. Oh, we got a Hardiker on. You gonna make my life hard? Yeah, you are. So here I would like to draw a Narset. Narset would be preferable. Detention Sphere. I'll also take that. I suppose I would accept a Detention Sphere. Now I would like to draw a Jace. Or a Teferi. We need to find something to undo the card disadvantage. Don't play a third land. Just don't play anything here. Thoughtseize. Oh, that's kind of rude. Takes our Deafening Clarion. Makes a whole lot of sense. They don't have a third land at least. We drew a Hollowed Fountain. We cannot animate this, so we'll play a Hollowed Fountain tapped. Pass turn. We do have a lot of lands in our deck. We've drawn 5 out of the 25. The deck list will also be in the description down below. Concealed Courtyard. Please just be missing red mana. What do you got? You got something. Gideon. That's kind of rude. That's fine. We should probably try to kill that before they can -6 it. I mean, we can Fumarole it, I suppose. Attack it for 4. There's a Hardiker on. Not really doing a whole lot here, so I think we're just going to shock in the Hollowed Fountain. Animate. Attack Gideon. I think Gideon's more important here than getting a Hardiker down. Takes up Gideon. Sure. So now that they have all this mana open, I might be more hesitant to attacking into the Gideon, if given the opportunity. We don't really need a 5th land, but I also don't really want to trade our 5th land for a removal spell. So if we can draw like a Shark Typhoon here, that would be great. They probably took the removal out against us, right? Oh, there's the Shark Typhoon. I think we'll just pass. We're not going to attack into their open mana. Kind of gives them a sign to do what they need to next turn. To like tap out and play something, because we're not going to attack. So that way we can sort of ambush their Gideon, given the chance. Yeah. Ticked up the Gideon. Doesn't do anything because it's another creature. Attacks for 4. We're going to go down to 10. Also, Shark Typhooning here presents getting with 2 sources of lethal, so they need to have 2 removal spells. Cycle the Typhoon. Make it 3/3. Draw our card. Drew another Hardiker on. That's disgusting. And another land. Okay, well. Why don't we animate this? Our hand just keeps getting worse and worse, huh? Move to combat. Attack Gideon with both of our creatures. Attack Gideon. Right, so they just let Gideon die. That's fine. I do not want to pay 2 life. Pass turn. So our opponent probably is just missing red mana here. Next turn, play like Hardiker on, or they got another Gideon maybe. Sure. I mean, it doesn't really do anything, right? Because it just dies again if they don't have a removal spell. Fires of Invention. Okay, well, I think we just attack Gideon here and then play Fires of Invention. It's a lot more of a game on Mold of 4 than I thought it would be. Get Infernal Grasp, Heartless Act. Sure. Fires of Invention. Cast Heart of Quran. Pass turn. So now we're presenting two different forms of damage to Gideon again. So if we draw a Planeswalker, we can activate Heart of Quran, and then we have the Wandering Fumarole as well. The Wandering Fumarole is more than likely going to animate the Heart of Quran. I'm going to get Thoughtseize. That's fine. Don't appreciate it, but it's alright. I mean, that was their top deck for the turn, I imagine. Down to 6. Our life total is definitely starting to be a factor. I would take an Elspeth Suns Champion too here. Interplanar Beacon was not on the list of things I would take. Unfortunately. So, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Do we animate the Heart of Quran or the Wandering Fumarole? I think we just make the Fumarole a creature and attack Gideon for 4. Attack Gideon. Switch. Getting down to 2, so now they can't kill our fires. We're only at 2 though, so we need to draw something here. If our opponent doesn't pressure us though, we can still just kill Gideon. I don't feel comfortable being at 2 with the deck that plays Stomp. I also didn't want to play this Interplanar Beacon and let our opponent know we didn't draw anything. A Fae of Wishes here, granted, would be the best draw, I think, now. Toolcraft Exemplar, that's fine. Still just going to kill your Gideon. Granted. Chandra. What does Chandra do? Chandra lets us keep up a blocker for Heart of Quran. Or the Wandering Fumarole. So play the Interplanar Beacon. Cast Chandra. Do we kill the Toolcraft Exemplar, or do we tick up? So if we want to make Heart of Quran a creature to kill their Gideon, I think we got to tick Chandra up. Yeah, I'll take it. I'm going to take it. I'll cast Elspeth Suns Champion as well. Okay, okay. We're going to activate Elspeth, make some 1/1s. It's a pretty good Chandra tick up, I cannot lie. Remove a counter from Chandra, animate Heart of Quran. Move to combat. Attack Gideon. Gideon's dead. There's the first threat off the table. I wonder if we can kill our opponent next turn. 6, 7 if they blocked Wandering Fumarole, so they can go to 7. 8, 9 with Chandra tick up. Close. Definitely close. That was a hell of a top deck, I cannot lie. You got opponent. Blood Crypt. Okay, so they drew the red source, untapped red source. Bloodtithe Harvester. That's fine. Make your blood. That's okay. Combat. Trigger the Exemplar. Sure. We're just gonna double block, right? I don't see any reason not to double block. Passes. Okay, that's fine. Another Fires of Invention. Let's go ahead and take up Chandra here. Interplanar Beacon. I would rather have had that one in my hand, if we're being honest. Take up Elspeth. Is there any reason not to play the second Fires? I don't think so. Animate Hardicaron. Remove a counter from Chandra. So the Bloodtithe Enforcer can only give a creature -2/-2 currently. That's fine. Attack with Hardicaron. Opponent's down to 6. I have lethal on the board for next turn. We about to pull it off and go to game 3? I don't hate it. So, like, if I have another Bloodtithe Enforcer, they can kill our Hardicaron with this, and then they only have 2 blockers still. Another Gideon. It's kind of annoying. Now, if they have a Bloodtithe Enforcer and another Gideon, and the Gideon, that's kind of a problem. They're going to give it lifelink. Yep. Lifelink or Indestructible was their choice there. I mean, if they want the life, they have to attack. Yeah. Just going to eat 2 soldier tokens. I don't really want to explode the Hardicaron to the Bloodtithe Enforcer if we don't have to. Or the Bloodtithe Harvester. So now they're down to 1 blocker. 9 life. They block Wandering Fumarole. And they take 10 with the Chandra trick, with the Chandra uptick. Assuming they don't have a removal spell. Granted. No, that doesn't really do anything here. Take up Chandra. Another land. Okay. So we animate this. We animate this. They block here. Blockers on the stack. They sack and kill here. And we try to dodge a removal spell, I think. Take up there. Animate this. Recruit this. Animate this. Blue, whatever. Or whatever. Move to combat. Attack with everything. Attacking my opponent. I don't think we need to kill the Gideon yet. I think next turn, if they don't die from this attack, we can attack Gideon. If we go to game 3, I would like to mulligan or draw a hand with a keepable amount of lands. That is the ideal situation for us. So we're going to do what we talked about doing. Block there, yep. Sack, kill a token. Sure. Reed's going to take 8, and we're going to go to... You got 3 mana? Oh, they got Unlicensed Disintegration? That's kind of rude. Yeah. We're going to go to 1. Our opponent's out is Stomp. Do I want to trade with the Bloodtithe Enforcer? And I think I do. I don't want them to have another creature if they don't need it. If I have the choice. I don't really want to wrath our own board away, so we're not going to play the Supreme Verdict here. We're going to hope to dodge the Stomp. I'm down to 1. Opponent's down to 3. Ooh, we're going to look for the Stomp. Okay, okay. Discard Scrap Heap Scrounger to the Blood. It's a pretty good, it's a pretty neat wombo. Surprised my opponent has all this removal in their deck still. Being that our only creatures are Shark Typhoons. And I guess Hardikrons. I feel like this is still a favored match for us. I could be wrong. Could easily be wrong. Another Bloodtithe Harvester, sure. I don't know what the plan is here. Oh, they're going to sack their blood. You had to use your red, so... What are they trying to draw? Can we just go to game 3? It's a really good top deck. I'll take it on a Moldifor. Okay. That's a victory on itself, and I don't think we're changing our side. Well, maybe we need to bring rest. Nah. I don't really want to rest in peace Scroungers away. Yep. Oh, let's go to game 3. Back for game 3, and we can actually cast our spells this time, so we're going to keep it. Probably going to lead on Temple. Getting Thoughtseized on 1. Exemplar, that's fine. Our opponent's deck is really impervious to Wrath of God. Unfortunately for us. Chandra. I'll take a Chandra. I don't hate a Chandra. It's a removal spell. It's also card advantage. It also helps us, not helps us, but gets us into Kaya faster. What do we play next turn? Do we play Fumarole or Triome? And I think we play the Triome. Hardikron? Scrap Heap Scrounger, sure. Attack for 3. It's fine. So we might have to Detention Sphere the Scrounger here if they don't play a Gideon. Pass turn. Still looking for a Fire Zone Invention. Maybe my Scrylands are always supposed to be looking for Fire Zone Invention, so always putting them on bottom if it's not a Fires. Godless Shrine, untapped, down to 16. Okay, okay. Dealing damage to yourself. Don't play a Gideon. Thoughtseize. My hand is a Gasoline opponent. Probably should not have played your Godless Shrine first. Is it Bloodtithe vampire thing? So, like, I think it's one of these two they have to choose between Sphere and Verdict. Depending on the texture of their hand, they probably want to take Verdict if they're going to play the Vampire here. If not, they take Deputy Detention, clog up my 4-drops. Or Detention Sphere, rather. Okay, so they're going to clog the 4s up. Which is probably a good decision. What do we want to draw on 3? Another Detention Sphere would be phenomenal. Our opponent shocking in a Godless Shrine and then not playing anything makes me feel some type of way. Down to 11. Another Toolcraft Exemplar. Okay. Fae of Wishes. We could play it as a blocker. Is it better as granted, though? I don't think so. What do we block? 3, we take 6, we go to 5 here. If our opponent's smart, they just don't cast anything. They do not cast anything here. Right, so they attack, I block. I take 6, I go to 8. Or take 6, go to 5. Pass turn from the opponent. Untap, Supreme Verdict. End of turn, bring Scrap Heap Scrounger back. Attack for 3, put you at 2, and you probably have a burn spell, I would guess. Gideon. That's a problem. That means we're at 1 next turn? Yikes. Is there a world where we can Chandra, shoot something, and not die? So Chandra, we kill, like, the Scrounger. Block a Toolcraft Exemplar. Take... Or no, block Gideon, take 6. Right? Yeah, that doesn't work. What do we want to draw? Clarion. Well, that's a good one. I mean, it cleans up the board and keeps my Fae of Wishes around for a turn to get Kaya'd on the Gideon. Okay, okay. I don't hate it. We're definitely still behind. I could have gave my creature a lifelink, but I want to block the Gideon, I think. Removal spell plus stomp. Yeah. Okay, you killed my Fae of Wishes. We're going to attack for a clean 4 here. We're going to go to 1. We're going to Kaya the Gideon. Do they know about the Kaya? Yeah, they do. And we're going to gain 1, so we're going to go to 2. If we draw... I was going to say, if we draw a Deputy or a Detention Sphere, can we Chandra tick up and play Detention Sphere? We cannot. Hero of Dominaria. That's a good one. That one does what we want it to do. White, colorless, red, black, whatever. Kaya. Gain a life. Minus Kaya. Kill Gideon. Pass turn. So dodge the stomp for a turn or 2. This one's close. Don't play stomp. Ah, that's so rude. As I said earlier in the video, guys, if you like this content and want to see more, remember to smash that thumbs up button. If you guys have any deck suggestions, let me know down below. You could always message me on Twitter or via email. Both of those links are in the description as well below. Description below as well. And I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.